Because time is a very important dimension in reports, you need to make sure to have a proper calendar table in your Power BI data model in order for the time intelligence function to show the correct result. Today I'm going to show you how to add a calendar table using DAX. So first let's look at what we have in the report. We have a sales table, a facts table in the center of the report or of the data model, and then we have 4 lookup or dimension tables around. And what's missing is a calendar table. Why do we need it? Because in the date column of the sales table, we don't have 1 row per date. And this is exactly what I need in order for my time intelligence functions to work. In the sales table, I might have different sales on the same day, or there will be also days where you don't have any sales, for example on weekends or during holidays. So let's see how to add this table. First, you need to go to the data view and then select new table. You are then asked to add a name for the table, and I will just name it calendar, then equal, and there's a time intelligence function called CALENDARAUTO, which I will now use, and then we'll see what this one does. It actually is looking at what date range you currently have in the report, in this case being the sales table, and is adding a calendar table or a date column for each of the days for your sales tables, always starting from the 1st of January and going to the 31st of December. So you can see that now I have an additional column, and what you want to do first is to change it from a date and time column to a simple date column. So change the data type to date, and then once this is done you can also change the format to save some space. Let's just change it to only showing the numbers, and now you have a very basic date table already. But in most cases you not only want to have just date column, you also want to have a column for year or month or quarter or weekday and so on. So let me show you how you can add additional columns. What you want to do is to actually nest this already existing CALENDARAUTO function into the add column function. So let's add the add column, and then I need a comma here in the end, and with Alt Enter I can go to the next line, and let's add a column for the year. So let's name it year, and then a comma again, and then I need the DAX expression, and actually there is a function called year, so we will use the year function in which I need to add the date column again. So add the date column, and when I confirm this with enter, you will see that I get an additional column showing the year of each date in the date column. Let's add the month as well. Let's add the month number first. So I go into the function again, I need a comma separator, go to the next line, and let's just call this month number. And actually very similar to the year, there's also a month function, which also I need to add the date again. And now I have 3 columns showing the date, the year and the month. But sometimes you might also want to show the name of the month. So let's do this. Comma separator again, go to the next line, and then we name this simply month. And here I need a little bit of a different approach. I need to use the format function. So I add the format. The value which I need to format is actually again the date column. Everything in here is based on the date column, the date. And then the format can be different. It depends whether you want to show the long name of the month or only the short name. So let's add 4M for the long name. So when I confirm with enter, I will see that this one is actually January. But because I want to really reduce the size and really be careful with that I don't have any labels overlapping, you might also want to use the short name of the month. So in order to do this, simply remove one M, confirm with enter, and then it will be only confirm, yeah, here we go. 3Ms will show you the short name of the month. And like this, you can add many more columns really. What we say at Zebra BI is that what you should do is prepare a calendar table which suits you and reuse the code. So basically create a table, make sure not to add too many columns because also this might slow down your report. Create the report, create the table, take the code, copy it somewhere, save it somewhere and reuse it. And actually in the knowledge base article we have prepared a code which you can reuse, and the way you do it is that you would just simply go to, again, of course, the data view, and in table tools you would say new table, and I've already copied the code. So you just paste your code in there, confirm with enter, and you're done. And you have a calendar table which works for you, and you will have the same calendar table in all of your reports. Also, yeah, that's good for you to reuse. And so please be sure to download the code. Also, the PBIX file, you can actually find it in the knowledge base article. And with this now, you've learned how to use DAX to create a calendar table in Power BI, which you will use in almost all of your reports. And if you want to learn more Power BI tricks, please make sure to go back to the Zebra BI knowledge base to learn more.